Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Scarlet Hollow. Last we left off, we were looking at the old notes from Enoch Scarlet, and exploring the forbidden wing of the manor. If you are enjoying Scarlet Hollow, please do like, comment, we want to see more of on the channel, and subscribe if you find yourself come back on the regular, or if you're just enjoying the content that much. And with that, I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Let's see where those footprints lead. You find yourself on the third floor of the estate for the first time. As you take in your surroundings, Stella slowly pans the camera down the length of the hallway, working to build the dread and tension for future viewers. She clears her throat again, resuming her narration in a charmingly professional hosting voice. Clearly, Delta and I are not the only people who have passed through the supposedly forbidden wing. Who knows, we might wind up running into someone else sneaking around in here. If you're watching this as found footage after the two of us went missing, now you know where to start looking for our bodies. She drops the camera after her morbid joke, her voice returning to its usual casual cadence. Looks like the footprints go all the way down this hallway into that far door. We can approach the window, move the boxes from the front of the nearest door, enter the middle room, follow the trail. Carolina. Old Carolina. Carolina? Carolina. I think that's beer. Move the boxes. The boxes slide out of the way with a bit of elbow grease. You push past them into the room beyond. I was so fixated on the footprints I didn't even realize there was a room here. That probably means it has some really good stuff. The kind of stuff people put away hoping nobody will ever find it. The kind of stuff that makes for a great video. That's what I'm saying. The room is coldly empty. The large antique bed is made. Its sheets ancient and dusty, but still somehow giving off the feeling of tidiness. Even with cobwebs stretched between each corner of its 4 posted frames. Search the desk. You step towards the desk, its drawers practically overflowing with stationery. You start opening drawers, each one filled with paper, stacked haphazardly, practically spilling out as you attempt to dig through for anything important. You better not be... Oh man, I can't read. There'd better not be any more vermin in these drawers. I've met just about enough uncivilized creatures for today. Thank you very much. All these bills and receipts are Edwardine's name. Guess we know whose desk this is. The rest of the room is so neat and tidy. It's amazing that her drawers are such a hoarder's nest of old paper. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Scarlet Ladies have always been like this, pretending they have everything put together on the surface, but being a total mess on the inside. Sounds like Tabby to a T. Oh, don't tell her I said that. When you reach the bottom right drawers, you find something entirely different. Greeting cards, letters, small wrapped packages. Some open, some sealed. Some crumpled into messy balls. You open one of the cards, both pages are taken up by a handwritten note. Tabby, hope you're doing well. Not a day goes by that I don't miss you. Hope Perline treats you to the best Christmas yet. I'm not sure what sort of doodads you're into these days, so I sent a little something that made me think of you. I made sure they were the best shells of the bunch. Not Not sure how rare any of them are, but they're awfully pretty. And they've still got that beach smell. And make sure you put your ear up to them, too. It doesn't compare to the real thing, but it comes close enough. And in case you think that makes me a cheapskate, I made sure to send along a little cash too, so you can get yourself something a little nicer than glorified beach trash. Make sure you get Pearline to take you to the nice toy store, because that's where I'd take you if I was there. If you get the time, I'd love to hear from you. I miss you so much, Tabby, and I'm always thinking of you. You can come out to and visit me anytime. I know you've always wanted to see what it's like out east. I've made sure to write out my address on the back of this card, and in case you didn't know how to get a hold of me, been missing you. My incredibly wonderful, amazing daughter. All my love, Dad. Oh my god. Stella lowers the camera, averting its gaze from the deeply personal letters. Tabby said her dad never tried to get in touch. That he just abandoned her. You pull out another from closer to the top of the pile. Happy birthday, Tabby. It's me again, your old dad. So the big 2-0. I can't believe my daughter is such an adult. In my mind, you're still that bouncy little kid doing cartwheels on the front lawn. Tell me what various sounds animals make, like you're the professor of animal noises. I have no idea if you read these, but I'll keep writing them, even if sometimes it feels like I'm writing them to a ghost. I mean, we haven't spoken in almost 15 years. You're a whole human being now, and I have no idea what you're like. I like to think we'd get along, though. As always, my address is on the back. I hope you'll decide to come visit me one of these days. I've got a guest room all set up, just in case. It's always ready for you, kid. I love you. No, I always will, no matter who you turned out to be. Love, Dad. There are years of these. Years and years of these. The bottom drawer is almost entirely unopened envelopes dated from when Tabitha would have been just a kid, all from him. It kind of looks like Edwardine and Pauline were keeping these from Tabitha on purpose for practically her entire life. I don't even know if we should tell her. I mean, there could have been a good reason, right? Like maybe he was awful and telling her would just be painful and dredge up bad memories, but Tabitha deserves one good thing in her life. I don't care if she yells at us for snooping around back here. I don't care what any other choices are. This is the best one. You're right. She has to know the truth. The closet. You make your way to the closet. It's as lifeless and tidy as the rest of the room. It seems Edwardine kept things neat and orderly, or as neat and orderly as she could, considering the decaying state of the place. This looks to me like where Pearline would go shopping for Tabby's clothes. It's exactly the sort of thing she wears, in fact. Pretty sure I've seen her in that dress before. The only thing here besides her clothes and shoes in a box. Shoved off to one side, you pick it up. Child-size overalls, striped shirts, and a small pair of trousers with suspenders still attached. One of those little sailor suits. What? Oh, sailor suits boys from the 50s were always wearing. Boys' clothes? That's weird. When was the last time a boy was born into this family? Other than you. When you pull out the last shirt, a note is revealed, tucked away in the bottom of the box. and a protective plastic sleeve. Mommy, I am in here, too, and I love you. It's scrawled in almost illegible handwriting, written in some thick brown watery ink that's cracked with age. Oh, I already read it. What the? Even though the shiny stuff, I can smell the blood. And it isn't nice smelling blood either. But that foul thing back where you found it, before it sends me into a frenzy. It's okay, Gretchen. You don't have to squirm so much, it's just paper, really creepy paper. Stella zooms in on the unsettling note, making sure the camera takes in every detail. Okay, I got the footage I need. You should put that back before you get a curse from it or something. You drop the note back into the box, once again covering it with the clothes. Folks, what you just saw was found in the bottom of a box of boys' clothes hidden away in Edwardine Scarlett's closet. Yet the only children she supposedly ever had were 2 girls. This mystery is getting so thick, it's gone from gumbo to gravy. I found records yesterday, actually. And actually, Edwardine had a stillborn boy. Middle name Charles. I mean, yeah. Stella's eyes go wide. No way. You're not just winding me up, right? Because that is a bombshell. I mean, do you think Charlie? But then, oh my god. Okay, hear me out. What if he wasn't stillborn? I mean, he would have been a bastard son, right? And with Enoch the way he was, and the fact that your family has a whole southern gothic thing going on, I hope we find out more about this. Forget about gravy, this mystery just boiled over. Why are you talking about food? You and Stella return to the hallway. Approach the window. You carefully approach the window at the far end of the hall. Oh, it's all dirty. That sure is a cliff. Oh, those are trees. That's a tree. Okay, that's the top. Okay, I understand now. That sure is a cliff. There's nothing below the window but the tops of distant trees. Ground having crumbled away, the only thing stopping you from plummeting to your death is the straining foundation that still somehow holds this place together. At least for now. Jesus. The middle room. Ooh, a nursery. Oh boy. We've got a haunted nursery, everybody. Check the bookshelf. The top shelf is occupied by antique picture books. Dick and Jane, nursery rhymes, ancient editions of Grimm's Family Tales. The lower shelves are full of educational material, from children's encyclopedias to writing practice books. From the sheer number of learning-oriented books on the shelf, you get the impression that the children who lived here were not supposed to be as interested in fun and fiction as they were in diction and spelling. Your family may have been wealthy, but maybe not in joy. Read a few of the practice books? Sure. You leaf through a few of the practice writing workbooks, gently turning the near crumbling pages. Reasons Mommy should take me and Mary Bell to the zoo. 1. We have been very good girls and have not cried for a whole week. 2. Mary Bell says, elephants are so big and I would definitely like to see. 1, 3, I think it would be very fun and Mommy would have a good time. All are signed with a carefully scrawled signature, Alexandria Scarlett. You flip through the rest of the book, your eyes unfocused as the many practice sentences and letter copying pages flash by, but something near the back of the book gives you pause. In a section that starts with the prompt, today I, Alexandria continues with, talked to the boy in the wall. The boy in the wall? Are you kidding me? People are going to think I planted this or something. It's just too creepy. Hold on a minute. The little boy's clothes, the note, the fact that Edwardine had a bastard son at some point, now a boy in the wall? This is all starting to add up. You're done here. Return to the hall. Hey, hold on. This encyclopedia has something sticking out of it. If Daddy plays with me and Mary Bell, if my family goes to the zoo, if Mommy and Grandpa took us to work, if me and Mary Bell and Mommy and Daddy and Grandpa have a picnic. Is that a doll? You think that's a doll, or... Yeah, because that should be Alexandria. So she has a little doll, and that's in every picture. And it's just the doll of her, so it's probably like one of those American Girl dolls or something. All are signed with the carefully scrawled signature of Alexandria Scarlet. There's a strange, fantastical element to these pictures. Everyone is smiling and sitting together as any family would in a child's drawings. And yet it feels like these are drawn in the same hopeful way a child would draw a unicorn. Expressions of some reality that Alexandria could only dream of. There are less joyful illustrations as well. Daddy napping shows their father sleeping in a chair, while a bottle of brown liquid conspicuously drawn on the table next to him. The girls hovering in the doorway some distance away. Mommy going to work shows the girls crying in the upstairs window of the house as their mother walks away. An angry frown scrawled on her face. Wow, these are awful. These viewers are gonna eat this up. You get the feeling these are more accurate depictions of the girls' lives. The last picture you pull out gives you pause. There's a new figure here, seemingly drawn behind a barrier. The two girls sit on the other side, smiling. Smiles on their cartoon faces. The boy on the wall. There he is again. I'm assuming at this point that he was definitely real. I wonder what he looked like, or if they ever actually saw him. Still make sure to linger on the image, getting plenty of B-roll of the scribbled lines. You're all done. Return to the hall. You and Stella make your way back to the hallway. Follow the trail to the furthest door. You continue following the trail of footprints, approaching the furthest room down the hall. The door was clearly meant to be hidden, but it's been left open. Where in the world have you taken me? This place is pure evil. It's okay, Gretchen. It's just a big empty room. Is that breathing? Yeah, that's definitely breathing. Definitely breathing. Okay. It's okay, Gretchen. Just being in a room. There's nothing to be scared of. It pains you to stand in this space. Emotions hang over you. Strong, oppressive, and overwhelming thoughts that threaten to fill your lungs. You don't feel death here. You feel something worse. A deeper loss. One that's left a wound that has refused to scar. Can't help but fixate on the carpet in the center of the room. The corner is rumpled, as if it had recently been moved. Move the carpet. You pull the carpet up, exposing the bare floor and revealing what lies beneath. An ornate ring of sigils has been carved into the floor. 5 along the edges, the 6 in the center. A circle emits a uncomfortable, familiar feeling. You can feel your gaze forced to crawl over every intricate detail of the carving in front of you. Is this some kind of magic circle in the Scarlet Estate? Clearly, Enoch was pretty serious about the whole occult thing. This is about as occult as you can get. But you're too far drawn into the trance to respond to Stella, or to even pay much mind to what she's saying. Your gaze crawls across the intricate details, unbidden. The serpents wrapped around the staff give you flashes of the room beyond the morgue. Beyond the morgue, in the darkness that swept through the house once it had been uncovered. The fist and chain makes you feel like you're back in the claustrophobic confines of the mines, surrounded by the angry hammering of its memories. The horns have the same nightmarish, dreamy feeling, the world constructed by the furious ghost of Charles Shaw Jr. Horns? Question mark? Horns? Is that okay? That's a snake. Okay. I think we're jumping across, maybe, because that's the chain. Those must be the horns. Those look like gloves. The others are new to you. The feeling they emit are less intense, giving only vague impressions of what they might be tied to. Golden fields, the mewling of fresh souls, just slithering out from the womb and desperate to be fed. Another that rings like bells in your mind, calling you not towards it, but away from it, pushing you from its threshold and into the darkness. But the central symbol is strongest of all. It echoes out across the room, a vast ego proclaiming its dominance. You okay? Oh no, did the circle do something to you? Talk to me. Delta, snap out of it. I feel like I've been losing my mind over the course of the week. Like bit by bit, I'm losing my free will. A bell chimes, not calling me, but pushing me away. There's a field somewhere, torn by hunger, and... yeah. Let's be mysterious. Hey, come on, stay with me. Let's get you out of this room. She flashes you a confident smile. Her eyes shining as they meet yours. Her faith in you is unwavering. Stella crosses the room, training the camera on the door, on the far side like the way you entered. It too has been left ajar, as if inviting you to explore what might be behind it. The doors to this room seem like they would be almost totally invisible if they hadn't been left open. There aren't handles or anything, just keyholes. So it's gotta be a hidden passage. Amazing. Your family really pulled out all the stops when it comes to creepy stuff. Follow Stella. That's a lot of locks. Why are they... It looks like this wall is scratched. You exit into a short hallway. There are stairs here, leading back down to the lower floors. But there is another door. It's hanging ajar, the many locks and deadbolts along its edge glimmering in the weak morning light. The doorframe itself is gouged and splintered, evidence that some desperate creature tried to save itself from the room beyond, time and time again. Holy shit. My goodness gracious. I simply won't step another foot further. As much as I feel I should always be at my dear Stella's side, this is one place I dare not go. It's simply too dreadful. Gretchen's whining reaches a fever pitch. Jeez, okay, I get it. The scary room is too scary for a little dog like you. You don't have to go in. Just don't go running off anywhere. See how the edge of the door is all messed up? Looks like looks to me like something didn't want to be put back in there. Before you can stop her, Stella steps into the little room. Her camera, drinking in every detail. Oh my god. You step forward to join her, Gretchen remaining rooted to the floor outside. Oh, this was a prison cell. Everything about this place reeks of neglected humanity. The walls are covered in scratches, legible words mixed in with the nonsense of desperate crawling. The one window, set high in the far wall, is fitted with a thick, dark pane of glass. As if the iron bars just beyond it wouldn't be enough to hold the imprisoned. You can't help but notice that the doll from your closet sits watching you from the bed, one eyelid drooping. It adds an extra layer of menace to the already deeply unsettling room. Property of Alexandria. Look at all these scratches in the walls. Did a person do all this? I can't imagine how much it would have hurt. It stinks too, like nothing I've ever smelled before. I've been in sewer drains that smelled better. Tabby? What happened here, Delta? What the hell happened here? The pain radiating from these walls howls through your mind. Whatever lived here lived in constant torment. But the etchings on the walls are more than just evidence of the suffering that went on here. Whatever was trapped in these walls was trying to send a message to you or to anybody who might happen to cross it. Your eyes are drawn to the massive, almost letters dug as deep into the brick as the cell's prisoner could manage, highlighted with whatever pigments were available. It almost looks like a word, though none of the lines meet up, causing you to constantly doubt whether they're letters at all, or just lines that fool the eye into imagining shapes that aren't there. Your stomach clenches with nausea as you run your eyes along deep furrows in the wall. But whatever was in there wanted these words to be known, so you do your best to store them away, trying to burn the image of them into your mind, carved deep into the wall, bloody against the filthy brick. The doll used to be in my closet, property of Alexandria. Oh, you're just gonna pick it up. Stella walks over to the doll and examines it. Property of Alexandria. Kids always talked about how she went missing. It's one of our town's urban legends. I wonder if they ever found her body. Maybe there wasn't a body to find. The boy in the wall. And then Alexandria. This all doesn't feel like old skeletons in the closet either. The smell is too fresh, and some of those locks on the doors are modern. Stella lets this statement hang in the air. I just hope Tabitha didn't know about all this. I think it's possible that the whole time we knew each other, all those nights we stayed up late talking, she might have known this existed. No, she didn't know. She wouldn't have let something like this happen. Your subscribers are gonna go nuts for this. Are we sure you should post this video? Do you think Tabitha knew? I don't know. I'm not sure I want to think about that. That looks like an O. That looks like a V. That looks like an A, kind of. This looks like something. This looks like an E. And I don't know what's behind Stella's head, but looks like a name, if anything. You and Stella are interrupted by a sound wrapping around you. Music. A tinkling of piano keys, played by a clumsy hand. They echo up a narrow staircase at the end of the hall, one you've yet to travel. You hear that creepy music, right? Stella seems uncharacteristically shaken. She clutches at your arm, the camera trembling in her hand. Oh god, someone else is here. You know who you'll find if you choose to follow the tune. It's an invitation. Wayne's blackened fingers sending out a message across the quiet house. The two of you stagger back into the hall. You think it's him? Wayne? Stella seems to swallow her momentary fear, straining back up and letting the light return to her features. If it is him, he could have information. He seems like he knows a lot. He knows a lot about what's been going on in town. And who knows, maybe he'd be more willing to talk now that you found all those secrets your family's been hiding. Finally, the two of you have finally removed yourselves from that wretched place. That means it's time to go now, yes? It's time for all of us to leave this awful place. If Wayne wants to talk to me so badly, he can ditch the theatrics and just talk to me. Let's leave. No way I'm going to go looking for some spooky guy playing spooky music. Let's just leave. Take her hand and follow the music, I guess. Wayne clearly set all of this up for you to see. It's only right for you to hear what he has to say. You silently take Stella's hand, squeezing tightly as you pull her toward the music. Come on, Gretchen, I'll carry you. Stella scoops up Gretchen, the pug, still visibly shaken with the fear this place seemed to install on her. Though Stella's comforting grip seems to ease her poor little doggy spirit. That's right, my little old lady. Nothing bad happened. Besides being shaken to my core, I guess. But nothing physical. We're just seeing one scary man, and then we're leaving. Thank goodness we're finally getting out of this place. I don't know why Stella insists on visiting such dreadful domiciles. But at least she has me to protect her if all things ever go awry. Her grip is firm and warm and reassuring, and together, you make your way down the hall to the source of the eerie music. And with that, I think that's all the time we have for this video of Scarlet Hollow. If you did enjoy, please do leave a like, comment what you want to see more of on the channel. And if you're new or returning, subscribe. It'll show me a ton of support, and it'll help me continue doing what I'm doing. And it'll also show me a ton of support. And with that, I hope to see you all in the next video. Delta out.